The First Descendant has caused a lot of hilarious meltdowns over the past couple of months, and it doesn't look like that's going to stop anytime soon because we just found out that they are adding a hot springs and a ton of bikinis, and there are some people on the internet who are furious over this. But before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, I always think it's hilarious to see snowflakes melting down over a video game with optional costumes because, yes, at the end of the day, you do not have to play it or buy these costumes if you do not enjoy them. I will never get behind the argument that, oh, we shouldn't have this type of content in video games. I'm an adult who can decide what I want to look at. You're an adult who can decide what you want to look at. And if you want to play a game like Veilguard with top surgery scar toggles and modern day terminology like transgender, non-binary, 100% happy for you. You go for it. Not a game for me. What's more up my alley is a title like The First Descendant, which features a ton of hot babes, really fun combat, and sure, it's not a 10 out of 10 experience. I personally am not a big fan of the monetization at all whatsoever, but I think that this is a much better step in a direction rather than the direction something like Veilguard headed down. That was a really, really terrible game, at least in my opinion. Now that they have announced this brand new Hot Springs update, and of course they're adding the Jiggle physics into the game, and there's pretty ladies in bikinis, quite a few people are very upset over this. Now, I had covered this in another video, which will be linked down below, but The Gamer was seemingly the first to freak out over this, putting out an article titled "The First Descendant is getting a hot spring seemingly just to show off its new Jiggle physics." They talk about how they are trying to bring players back with the Hot Springs update, which will include what the development team calls sexy themes. And I think that this is so hilariously pathetic because they don't want people thinking that they would dare to call it a sexy theme. So they put it in direct quotes because they're too afraid to be an adult who, talks about sexy women in a title. They were also discussing how very few details were shared about the Hot Springs other than each of the game's female descendants would be able to wear skimpy bikinis, showing off the game's recently added Jiggle physics. Oh no, guys, developers are actually listening to their customers and they're adding what the players want. Yeah, there's a lot of individuals within this industry who do not understand this concept. It really should not be that crazy. But heading on over to X, now of course we have individuals freaking out over this. Haley Era had made this post saying, "The meltdowns have started. Guess who got offended by the hot girls in the First Descendant trailer?" This person, YouTube, don't ban me, a game with absolutely zero nudity, is somehow full-blown porn, according to this person, who rants about how much he hates men and even wants them all jailed at birth. That is an absolutely disgusting thing to say, and of course, I will never, defend an argument that says, oh, having attractive characters in video games who are in scantily clad armor is full-blown porn. That is absolutely absurd. So you're telling me taking pictures at a beach is pornography? That's the argument, because these are, first of all, fictional characters in a fictional world doing fictional things in fictional outfits, but we're just talking about them wearing bikinis, which women in the real world do every single day. I will never understand how they go, oh my gosh, it's porn, when it's just ladies in swimsuits. The reality is that many men who, of course, transition to become women do so because they're deeply trapped in the cycle of crippling porn addiction. Now, I'm not going to, make a comment on that, but I did think it was just some very interesting commentary. And this person had said, it's not even a game at this point. It's full-blown porn, which is absurd. And funny enough, this person, I thought initially was a troll, but they actually follow me on X, so thank you for your follow. I guess that they really like my content, which, by the way, they probably are triggered all the time because I love to highlight very attractive fictional female characters and praise artists for all of their hard work and effort. As you can see, this is the Wu Chang image, but this person is just, again, really melting down, saying it's full-blown porn and gamers are roasting them. By your standard, this is also porn and it's love in deep space. They go on to say that a male character, who is basically being tortured in a bondage suit isn't pornography, which, again, it would be by this individual's argument. Dumbasses with attractive fictional female characters. Is this porn? I love this image so much. This person has also posted this absolutely insane take in the past, saying realistic or not, beautiful and attractive features such as boobs or asses can harm and kill women due to how it enforces the beautiful standards upon the audiences. To any women out there who might think that this would harm them, you can shut off your monitor. You can shut off your TV screen. You can lock your phone screen. You can delete social media. You do not have to buy this game. You do not have to play this game. You do not have to purchase this costume. If you do not like something on the internet, you know what you can do? Just walk away from it. You could also criticize it and then end up ignoring it. But these people always take it 20 steps too far, going as far as to say that having boobs or asses in a game could kill somebody is fucking insane, because all women have breasts. All women have asses. All women have these features. And again, real women in real life wear bikinis every single day. This person right here really does show the hypocrisy of the radical leftists within the gaming industry, because on one hand, they claim that games such as Avowed or Veilguard are really good and really positive because they give you so much player choice and there's so much representation. Yet on the flip side, when a game like the First Descendant is trying to give you diversity of outfits and body types and they're trying to give you options, oh no, suddenly it's pornography, suddenly it's not good, and they ultimately want to control what you see and what content you consume, which is absolutely disgusting in my opinion. As an adult, I can decide what game I want to play, what I want to monetarily support, and I personally am never going to call for bans. I'm never going to call for pornography in video games to be banned, because again, this is not, pornography. These are not images that in any way, shape, or form are really offensive. It's just fictional women who have their assets highlighted, which is a very positive thing, at least in my opinion. And it also goes to show that the Concords and the Flintlock Sieges of Dawns and the Kill the Justice League designs are not good for the industry and they are not making money. And if you continue down that path, well, companies are ultimately just going to fail. So I, of course, will be talking about the First Descendant more, I'm sure, in the future, because there are going to be even more meltdowns and there's going to be even more backlash. But of course, the Snowflakes are freaking out over this game. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.